Hey, folks. It's Monday again, and I have more news about the cookbook. As some of you may have noticed, it went live, but it was only live for like 5 minutes. It was one of those weird things. I meant to order the galley copy, which I need to see before I can give it to you guys. And when I did that, I clicked the wrong button and it made it go live on the Amazon site. So I then had to take it down after I ordered my galley copy. And so it's saying it's out of stock. And then there's a weird thing, somebody's offering it in Britain for like $26. No. So they do not have access to it right now unless they bought a whole bunch of it in the 5 minutes it was live. It's not correct. However, nothing's horrible is going on with my Amazon account either. So it's all good. Just be patient and watch for the live thing. The second that I have the book in my hot little hands, I will go through it. Once I make sure there are no major errors and problems, I will then set it live and I will do a video. And I will also announce it on all of my social media platforms. So you will get to see when it goes live. However, in the process of that, I actually had a link that I could give people, which is wicked cool. So you can see what the front looks like. You can take a look through the inside and scan it and see what you like. I'm very excited about this. I have to say, doing a cookbook is nothing at all like doing a regular nonfiction book or doing a fictional novel. It's its own animal, and it took all of my resources and the resources of all of my loved ones to get me through. And I'm ecstatic over the fact that it is finished in time for NaNoWriMo. So I'm going into NaNoWriMo with a completely fresh palette. I'm completely ready to go. I have my point form plot sitting here ready to rumble so that it kind of guides me from where I'm going. I'm a plantser, meaning I do a little bit of planning and a little bit of writing by the seat of my pants. And so when I went to write the first Alexandra Taylor novel, the first Taylor Mage novel, I tried to have a very detailed outline because I knew the story I wanted to tell. I was sure I had the story I wanted to tell. And then I got down to the last few chapters and my characters were like, no, we're not doing what you want. No. And I had a lively argument with my characters about the fact that I'm the author and I'm their boss and I'm the one writing the words on the page and they don't get a say in this. And then they rebelled. And so I did it their way. And the result was the book that you guys got. And I'm awfully glad because, of course, now I'm writing other books in the same series, which I wouldn't have if I had gone with my original ideas. So it's all good. I don't waste time writing out all of the plot points anymore because it just takes so much time. And when my characters rebel, there's not much I can do. So rather than do that, I do very minimal planning. So I have like, I don't know, 10, 12 plot points here. And none of them are written in stone other than the very first one. And hopefully the very last one, which is not the climax of the novel. It's just what's going to take me to the final chapters. That ending has to build out of all of the other things that I write. So I can't plan it in advance. However, I do have this kind of general arc which I can follow, and I'm happy with that. I'm stoked. I have all of my tools at hand, and we'll talk about those throughout the month. I will have a bunch of videos coming up on how to do what to do when you have writer's block, what tools to use while writing, where you can go to get ideas, things like that. And so I'll cover that stuff later, which is great. And then, of course, after NaNoWriMo, I switched to editing mode. And so throughout December, you'll be getting a lot of stuff on how to edit, where to go for grammar instruction, how to find an editor if you want to pay for an editor, things like that. The only thing I can't really tell you about is how to go about finding a traditional publisher, because I haven't done that route myself. The one book that I had published by a small imprint was they requested it from me, and so I don't know how you go out and get that, and I've never really been that interested in doing it. So yeah. Anyway, when the cookbook goes live, I hope that you will order it. It is 180 or so pages. It's thick, it's meaty, it's haha, see what I did there. um, it has a ton of recipes in it. And for those who are cooking nerds or history nerds, there's, I don't know, there's like about a footnote per page. There's like, I think 130 footnotes or 128 footnotes, something like that. There's a bibliography, there's a glossary. You can learn a lot by reading the chapter entries for this. Or if you want to just go and cook, you can. And I think I have succeeded in making the instructions simple enough that pretty much anybody could do it on a stove, over a, an outside propane stove, or over a fire. And I'm hoping that people will, take a turn and maybe go cook some of these over a fire or outside on their barbecue or whatever, and write to me and let me know how it went, because I'm interested in hearing how you've changed my recipes, because you will. You might do it my way the first time, but don't do that all the time. You want to change them, make them your own, and play with them and have fun with them. That's the whole point of recipes. And I'm dying to hear what other people do with the stuff that I've put together for you. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. I'm stoked and ready. Oh, must be Monday on video. Yes. I'm stoked and ready for Nano. I'm raring to go. And on top of it all, I also have wedding clients for next year. So everything kind of happens all at once. It's so exciting. But I will say, I try not to be too materialistic when it comes to my writing, because I'm not writing to make money. I'm writing to tell stories. But it's coming up on Christmas, people, and I got to order stuff online, which means I have to order early. So if y'all could order cookbooks, like before the end of November, that would be really awesome, because then I'll have some money to actually spend on stuff. That would be so cool. I would so love to be able to get Christmas presents for people this year, even if they're just small ones, knowing that those gifts are the gifts that I got through my words. And that just makes my heart sing. It really does. So, yeah. What else is going on right now? So NaNoWriMo website is bucking up. People are getting ready to rumble. A lot of people stay up on Halloween night and wait for the stroke of midnight and then start writing. I am not one of those people. By midnight, I will be fast asleep. I will probably be passed out and snoring in my boyfriend's ear. Just saying. Hopefully, I won't keep him awake. But I will be getting up on Saturday morning and doing some writing while he's doing his stuff, and getting the first at least 1,667 words down on the page. I'm actually working on Sunday at a friend's store. She needed some extra help, so I don't know how much writing I will get done. I'll log some, because I log some every single day that I'm able to, except for Thanksgiving Day, because I don't even try anymore. But all the rest of the days, yeah, I'm going to be in there. I'm going to do, even if I only manage to get a few words down, I have to have a number in the page there. I have to. It hurts if I don't. But I also have a goal of writing daily 2,500 words, which is about 2/3 more than you need to write per day. And the reason that I do that is finishing early is never a problem. Ever, okay? Usually I'm scrambling to get the last 1,000 words out, and it's not always easy. But if I finish a few days early, I can sometimes go into Thanksgiving with a sigh of relief. If I don't get back to it, I've still won, even if I have some of the book to finish. So I'm really thinking this is going to be a big book. My previous books have been somewhere between 50 and 70,000 words. I'm feeling like this story is going to take at least 80,000 words. And I don't know that for sure, but my goal is always just the 50,000 because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. And I don't want you to put much pressure on yourself either because it doesn't fix anything, okay? If you know that you're not going to make 50,000 words for whatever reason, make a smaller goal and then go to do that goal, okay? You might not get the silly little printable paper thing that goes up on the wall, but that doesn't matter, okay? It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you reach your goals. So set reasonable ones and meet them and maybe exceed them. If that means that your goal is to write 1,000 words a day, great. I'm 100% going to support you in that. If it's write a poem a day, I'm 100% going to support you in that. I'm hoping you'll support me in my 2,500 a day. That just happens to be, I know that I can slam out that much in 2 hours, and that's about how much writing time I manage to eke out of a day. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I have a grandson who's not napping anymore as much. And so, yeah, that's an unexpected kink in my writing. But I will overcome because that's what we do for Nano. And so will you. If you're looking for ideas, don't be afraid to page me. You can page me on Facebook through my author page. I'm always around. I see it come up, I'll answer. I'm not beleaguered and besieged by fans, so I have time to talk. I need more coffee, apparently. The other thing I'm going to be doing is that some mornings or afternoons, I will open a chat room, and it can be for people who are sitting and writing. It can be for people who are doing their prep. Like for me, morning time, I need an hour to go through Facebook, answer my emails, deal with promotional stuff for my other books, yada, yada. I might open the chat room during that time so that I'm not actually distracted when I sit down to do my actual writing. But if people want to come in and share bits of their stories, little bits, by the way, not big bits, couple, 3 paragraphs. If you want to, say, I'm writing a story and my character has a sucking chest wound. How do I describe that? Great. I'm your gal. Come on by. Lots of things. We can support each other and help each other out and point each other in the direction of the various tools and tricks that we use. So I hope I see you all during November, and I hope that you are involved in NaNoWriMo and that you are looking forward to reading my book when it comes out sometime next year. So good luck to everybody, and I will see you guys next Monday, which will be during NaNoWriMo. Next Monday is during NaNoWriMo. Okay, I'm going to go gibber in the corner for a while. I love you guys. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, okay?